I'm thinking about the burnout that people have been challenged with that seems a bit more socially acceptable, but it's not really something that we really have noticed in the last 20 or 30 years. It's just been a lot more recent people having this burnout. Why is that?
Generationally, people who sort of grew up in the 70s and the 80s and whose parents were, at work and were working really hard, picked up this work ethic that, you work yourself into the ground because that's what gets results and gives you the lifestyle that you want. And I think the next generation, so my children and their friends and colleagues, are our next generation on going, why are you killing yourself? I think that that's the generational difference. And to answer your question, it's already been the way in which we operate as a generation, Generation X, of which I am. But roll in over the top of that, a pandemic, lockdowns, the lack of certainty, the unpredictability, which the brain doesn't like, right? That pushes us into that sympathetic state again. Then you've got the fallout of the economic conditions that have been the result of COVID. So we've got businesses that were struggling through COVID. We've got businesses that are struggling because of COVID and the fallout of it now, and the economic corrections that have occurred. And so there hasn't really been a time in the last 5 years for people to stop. And I think that, on top of the mentality of push anyway, is a large contributor to why people are at where they're at.